That was I just got goosebumps all over. What's up, Terabytes? I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and I'm coming at you today with a social distancing, sing better in seconds. We are going to be first calling a little girl named Megan Lim. Very excited. I'm going to find out where she's in the world. I think she's in Singapore, so we're going way across the world, guys, and let's get at it. Hope you guys are staying safe, staying well. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the notifications button, hit the like button, and check out the description box below. We have all sorts of amazing online goodies there for you to peruse at your will. All right, here we go. Let's call Megan. Hi, Megan. How are you? You're good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So tell me, Megan, are you in Singapore?
In Singapore.
Singapore? That's awesome. And how old are you?
I'm 8 years old.
You're 8? When do you turn 9?
I'll turn 9 in June.
In June. And what time is it there? I think it's past your bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah? What time is it?
It's 11:05.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, say thanks to Mom for letting you stay up so late for me. Okay, so Megan, tell me, I'm super excited to have you on. You're our first social distancing Sing Better in Second kid that we're doing. So tell me, what do you love about singing, and what do you hope to learn from me today?
I hope to learn new things that I haven't learned in my singing lessons because I take some.
Okay.
Like here. And I love about singing is that the voice is like very beautiful and bright. So it's like very nice to hear. So I like to sing. So my singing coach is a soprano. She's a soprano. She sings classical. She is like, I think she's born in China. She's very nice, and like now we have online lessons together.
Awesome. So, Megan, what would you like to sing for me today? I love that you love singing. Tell me what you'd like to sing for me.
I'd like to sing today Somewhere from West Side Story.
Oh, an oldie but a goodie. Okay, Somewhere. She's taking it back, Broadway style. I love it. Girl after my own heart. Okay, so after you, Megan.
There's a hard time for us. Someday there'll be a time for us. Time together with time to spare. Time to learn. Time to care. Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living. We'll find there's a way of forgiving. Somewhere.
Good job. Let's stop right there, Megan, okay? Because I want to give you a chance to repeat things, and I want to get too far into it to where it's too long. That's great. And I think that's, verse and a chorus, that's a lot to get through. And you did a beautiful job. So I can tell that you've been trained. I love the way you're breathing. You're breathing diaphragmatically. And for those of you who are watching who don't know what that means, she's breathing into her stomach, okay? So there's not this heaving up in her shoulders or in her chest. She's breathing down here. So you see this expansion and contraction lower, below the lungs here, like the upper part of the lungs, and into the belly button area more. So that's really great. You also have a really good sense of pitch. It's not easy to sing a cappella. I say that all the time. And you stayed on the same key, which is great. I hear on forgiving, I heard a little bit of the beginnings of vibrato, which is really exciting to me because you also can sing very easily with an open mouth. You have good technique for spatial awareness, which is good. So that means that you can work on things like range expansion, and you can work on things like continuing to support more with your abs so that you can enhance and increase and encourage that vibrato to come out even more prevalently than it already is. Because that's really, for me, with you, the missing piece. You've got a beautiful, like you said, bright voice. That's what you love about the voice. And I hear that brightness in Megan's voice as she's singing. And I hear really nice pitch as well. I hear good tone, I hear brightness, I hear pitch. I even hear a little bit of stylistic choices that she's threading through. But what I'm missing, other than that word forgiving, is some vibrato. Have you ever worked on singing with vibrato before? Yeah? A bit? Okay. Tell me, I know it's probably not something that's naturally in you, so one of you noticed, if you have, moments where vibrato comes out?
Like a bit when I elongate the words, I notice a bit that there's a bit of vibrato coming out.
Yes, and that's exactly right. You're so smart. You're 8? My gosh, what are you, like 8 going on 30? So yes, when you elongate the vowels, that's correct, at the end of words. That's usually the most common place where vibrato will come out. Now, do you have any idea, and if you don't, that's totally fine, but do you have any idea on which vowels? There's sort of like a pattern usually, and do you know which vowels you sort of notice it coming out more than others on?
I'm not so sure.
Not so sure. Okay. Well, so for me in this song, it was in a more of a closed mouth vowel, actually, like forgiving-ing. So what I'd like to try with you, can you just sing the word forgiving again and try to hold out that word and give me some vibrato?
Okay. Forgiving.
Okay, right towards the end I heard a little bit. Okay, now there's 2 things I like to do with any vocalist right out the gate to try to teach vibrato. And by the way, most vocal coaches do not bother teaching vibrato. They think it's something that is just innate within you and you either have it or you don't. But I have actually been successful in teaching people how to sing with vibrato who started out with completely vanilla straight tone. Meaning, like, there's nothing at the end of the words. No matter how long you hold it, it stays straight, okay? It's not easy, and it's definitely not easy online, because one of the ways I do it is by taking the back of the student's shoulders and I kind of give them a nice little shake. And I might have mom do that with you, but first we're going to try to conduct our vibrato, because this is the easiest way, the best self-taught way to do vibrato. So you're going to take your finger, and I want you to picture your favorite color that's got swiped on your finger. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Okay, great. So I want you to picture you're the front of you, this air right here is a page, a white page. And I want you to draw little waves like this with your finger when you want to do vibrato. So this is straight tone. And then when I want to do vibrato, just give me some waves like this. And I want you to literally visualize the red going up and down, up and down. That's your vibrato, okay? So this, as the sound goes, you're going to go across. And whether it's straight tone, that means it's here. And when you do vibrato, you're going to conduct and decide mentally when you're going to do vibrato. And when you do vibrato, you're going to paint that vibrato red with your finger, okay? All right, let's try on forgiving, okay? Here we go.
Forgiving.
Yay! That was it! Did you hear it?
Yeah.
That was great, guys. It worked. I'm not crazy. That's awesome. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna get a little pickier because you're a really fast learner, right? We're gonna do that again, and this time, just to see, I mean, I'm happy with that, but just to see how much we can take this. You went in little, slow, nice waves. Now I want quicker waves. And so instead of get forgiving, I want forgiving. Like, I want the red to be like this, all over it, okay? Let's try it.
Forgiving.
Yes, yes, especially towards the end. Bravo, Megan. Okay, so here's a fun little challenge, all right? We're gonna slow the song down to whatever tempo you want it to be. We're gonna elongate any note that we can that you feel is a good vowel for you to practice your vibrato on, okay? And because we're gonna slow it down, let's just do the chorus, okay? Let's just do the chorus, and I want you to just envision this up and down with the red, really, really very focused on the vibrato, and hold out the note, go out of tempo of the song, it's totally fine, and then go back into the next phrase after that, and I'll stop you when I'm done with it, okay? All right, here we go.
Someday, somewhere, we'll find a new way of living.
I think you might be the quickest learner I have ever had on Sing Better in Seconds. Oh my gosh! Vibrato everywhere. Everywhere! That was so cool. How'd that feel for you?
It's like whenever I do vibrato, it's like it's shaking.
Yeah.
So it's like forgiving. You can hear it.
Yes, you can. It's so much more open and prevalent now. So much more out there and obvious, and that's what we want. We don't want a kind of fake vibrato, where it's just like a little. Was that a flutter of the voice? Was it a mistake, or was it actually? No, we want to know. Like, oh, that's hello vibrato. It's there. It's very much like here I am. That's what it should be, right? Not here I am. No. Where are you? There's nowhere to be found, right? So, and for a little girl like you with potential to have a big voice because you're placing it sound in good places, that for me was the big missing link. So if you're able to work on making this something that you don't need to conduct, but something that you can just flip a switch in your head and like, okay, and like for me, when I go, forgiving, I'm thinking straight tone, and then the very second I want to do vibrato, it happens, because I have control, because I practiced it, right? And that's the same thing for you. Conduct it first, right? But then hopefully as you get used to that feeling of shakiness in your voice, because that's what it does. I mean, it does feel like a shaky. What really, technically speaking, what it is your vocal folds doing this. Really, really, really fast. So if there was a strobe down your throat and a scope, you would see them waving it out, right? So they're rubbing together to make sound, but they're also doing this at the same time. And so it's like, even though it seems like double the work for the vocal folds, it's actually healthy because it keeps them supple and not tense. Okay, so vibrato is like your voice's thank you note to you for being relaxed and singing with the right technique and putting the tension for singing in the right spot, which is in the diaphragm. So this is free enough and relaxed enough to then undulate, to wave, and that's what vibrato is. That's why we as humans like to hear it, because it's an indication of the singer doing something correctly. Does that make sense? Okay, so my goal for you, Megan, is for you to work on this to where you no longer have to paint your red vibrato on your imaginary page in front of you, but that you can just flip that switch and call on it whenever you want. And as long as you hold the note and as long as you feel like singing with vibrato, it happens. I want you to be in control of it and not the vibrato be some crazy awesome phenomenon that just sort of happened by accident. You have the full potential and capability to control that. Does that make sense? Yes. So guys, listen, I'm blown away. I frankly think this little chick in Singapore has a lot of vocal potential and talent, and the fact that she learned something that takes a lot of people years to learn in literally seconds, just by one thing, was huge. So if you agree with me, click in the comments box below. Let me know what you thought about Megan Lim from Singapore. It was an absolute pleasure to sing Better in Seconds with you, Megan. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more after, but we're going to say, for you guys who are watching, if you want to be on the next Sing Better in Seconds, all you have to do is like the channel, subscribe to it, and then go over to Instagram, like our Instagram page, and in the next picture where we say social distancing, just put it in there who you are, where you're from, how old you are, and why you want to be on my next Sing Better in Seconds series. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We love you. We're proud of you. Spread love, not germs, and hope, not fear today. And we will see you guys in the next one. Say bye, Megan. Bye.